Welcome to the third episode of What's Hot with Pete and Potts. And Potsie, I don't know about you, but I can't believe we've made it 3 episodes.
Mate, this going strong.
We are going great, gangbusters. The big news this week in Goulburn Rugby is that there is no game. We were due to play ADFA at ADFA. However, the ADFA boys have had to pull out. I think they've gone on manoeuvres or something like that. So there is no game. So I don't know what the boys will do instead this week. Potts?
No, just the guys have a quiet Saturday for a change. And myself and you are heading down to Baker's Delight and Centro Mall tomorrow to give the guys down there a bit of a hand to sell some finger buns to raise money for Breast Cancer Association, so that's pretty good.
That's right. May is Pink Finger Bun Month at Goulburn Baker's Delight, and yeah, as Potsie said, we'll be down there from 11 o'clock at Goulburn Centro selling finger buns. So come along, buy a finger bun, support a great cause, and support Goulburn Rugby as well.
Calories don't count, it's for a charity.
That's exactly right. Today's special guest on the show is the highest point scorer in the history of Goulburn Rugby, Mik Webber, and Mik will be taking on Potsie in a field goal contest, as well as having a chat with Potsie and I later on in the show. Thanks for coming on the show, Michael.
Pleasure.
Here you've been really keen to come on the show and have a talk with us.
Yeah, couldn't wait to get on here.
You're back this year after a year away playing rugby league. What was the big motivator for you to come back to rugby?
Basically just the game of rugby, I think. I really missed it. It was hard being a World Cup year as well, watching so much rugby on TV, so pretty much that, and just the club itself. It's just a good club to be around.
The social side?
That's a small factor. No, that was a major factor too.
Okay. So, yeah. How have you found the season? How have you found the season so far?
It's not what I expected it to be. It's been pretty tough week in, week out. I sort of thought, us and Goulburn Hall would be sort of the two standouts, but it's quite the opposite actually. It's been a real tough comp. I think we've only won games by 7 or less, so it's good.
It must be pleasing as well as a senior member of the side to be a part of a team where you've got young blokes and you're able to close out those close games and not lose your heads.
Yeah, that's a big positive. Like the way we have closed out those tight games, all the young fellas have sort of really stuck to our structure, and I think that's what's got us over the line. Just a bit of belief in what we're doing, and yeah, it's good.
Now, we won't be playing this weekend because of a forfeit, and we've got the bye next weekend. 2 weeks without footy. How do you think that's going to impact on the team?
I'm not sure. It's a hard one. I mean, we've got a few niggling injuries around, so 1 week off would have been ideal. I'm not sure about 2, but I think Jack's organised a training session next Saturday as well, so that might help us out a bit. We'll have to wait and see.
Now, you've got a niggling injury yourself. How's that going? What exactly have you done?
What's that, sorry?
What exactly have you done?
I've torn my hip flexor and my groin, I think, so it's just frustrating more than anything. Just very restrictive. But
stopping you from striding out? Yeah,
pretty much running in general.
Is it going to impact your ability to contest the field goal kicking competition this afternoon?
If I happen to lose, it will have greatly affected my ability to kick, yes.
Thanks for coming on.
No worries, thanks, Pete.
Michael, welcome to Potsie and how long it takes us to do this.
It's good to be here.
Got a few different little questions for you this week.
Yep.
So, the old one, Ollie Berkeley. Who was your most annoying teammate?
Most annoying teammate? I'll give you 2. I'll give you 1 out after a game after a few beers. It has to be Ben Pearson. Yogi,
yeah.
Seems to have a couple of beers and think he
loves
loves everyone and rubs everyone's head.
His hands off, mate.
Which is, I'm sure it's pretty frustrating for blokes like Greavesy and Toddy who do the hair a fair bit. So
yeah, you'd feel it too then, wouldn't you?
On the field, most annoying person. Probably newbie, just annoying in general, I think.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah.
What about your thoughts? You're a little fashionista yourself. Thoughts on Mad Monday fashions this year. What do you think will be prominent?
I'm not sure what will be prominent. There's always some sort of dress or some sort of women's clothing, but to be honest, as long as boy newbies Mankini never sees sunlight again, I'll be happy with whatever.
I think it's been torn up by now, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alright, who would you say is our biggest pretty boy?
It's a tough one actually. I definitely think, although he doesn't show a lot, Aiden Greaves is a pretty boy, deep down. Yeah, it'd be hard to split, I reckon, Geordie Wilcox and Curtis Flood.
Yeah.
They're two real pretty boys.
Curtis
Especially Floody with that blonde hair.
Yeah, and the Justin Bieber look-alike.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who's the worst person to sit with on the bus?
We haven't been on I haven't been on a bus this year, but years gone by, it'd probably definitely be David Hook.
Yeah.
Not only does he give you very little space when you sit next to him, he's just a pest in general.
He's a big
you,
oaf.
punching you. Yeah, basically, big oaf.
We've sort of touched on this one already, but who was the most annoying drunk outside of football?
Honestly, don't know who'd be the most annoying drunk. There's a fair fews about.
Mm.
I reckon.
What do you think
I
of
know,
Simon
give it,
Hegarty
yeah, I was going to
coming up in
say,
the
give it a
ranks?
few weeks and a bit more time to settle in. I reckon Simon Hegarty could definitely give it a nudge.
Yeah. Who has the worst pre-game ritual?
Two people spring to mind here. The most unique one would probably have to be John McPherson's.
Ask everyone a million questions.
Yeah, his pre-game ritual consists of ringing you up 5 minutes before the warm-up saying, which ground are we playing at? That's pretty unique. And then he's normally running around for the next 10 minutes looking at strapping tape and power raids and things like that.
Having a can of baked beans. Just
Yeah,
to see how it's on.
yeah, baked beans. But also, Aiden Greaves has got a pretty unique one. He sort of gets in here early before all the other boys and gets his back waxed and makes sure he's got no hair on his back before kick-off, which I've never seen before, but each to their own, I
Each
guess.
to their own, yeah.
That's what I mean.
I think the young fellas are into that these days.
Yeah, apparently.
Thank you for joining me.
No worries. Pleasure to be here.
They've been long-time friends, classmates through school and teammates on the paddock, but today they become bitter enemies when they take each other on in the Chris Gordon field goal contest. Mik Webber, Nathan Hewett. Boys, you confident?
Yeah.
Nathan?
Have to be after my showing last week.
Let's get on to it. Ready?
Yeah! They're practices, aren't they?
No, that was it.
No, was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Look at the smile on his face.
Oh, he's missed the first.
Might get a tiebreaker. That's
Oh!
I can't count, Nathan. Nah, it's already lost. It doesn't matter anyway, mate.
Potsie.
That's one. Well, massive upset there in the field goal kicking competition. Nathan Potsie Hewett pulled that out of your backside to win. How do you feel? Is this the first ever victory over Webber in anything?
Smashed desserts, mate. Good one in the end, either lost.
And Michael, how are you feeling after that upset?
Devastated.
Devastated?
Gutted.
I'd be turning your phone off for a while if I was you.
Yeah.
To make up for the loss, we're going to give you a quality finger bun here from the great people at Goulburn Bakers Delight. Don't forget, you can come down and buy one of these great buns tomorrow at Centro Goulburn from 11 a.m. from either Potsie or myself. All proceeds going to breast cancer awareness. Mik, well done, mate.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming on the show.
work
Thanks
with
for being a great
amateurs.
guest.
Thanks for having me, guys, and thanks for Baker's Delight.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Cheers.
Remember to keep, if you want to keep up to date with everything that's happening here at Goulburn Rugby, you can go to our website, goulburnrugby.net.au, something like that. Go to it. Twitter or Facebook. Thanks very much for watching the show. Thank you very much to our sponsors again for giving us the cash to enable us to have a bit of fun each week, and hope to see you next week. Thanks for that.
Thanks, guys.